Roar, gore. We're going to actually build the last of these 6-in-1 ships or things by BlockTech. These are laser blocks. BlockTech actually has come a long way. When they first came out, when I first saw them at the Dollar General, they were a piece of crap. These are excellent blocks. Not all the kits are models or something I think are good models. Like this one did not turn out too well. This one was pretty good. But definitely the blocks themselves are great. They have a great clutch. They're not inferior. And you get a quality thing. Now I got this one. It's a 6-in-1. I got it for $25 from Mars Hall or Marshalls. I don't know which way you want to call it. Down at North Myrtle Beach, like a year ago, I guess. All right, so these are the 6 kits we have gotten. I'm about to finish the 6th one right now. This one is only it's T-Rex with 85 pieces. You have also with these little figures. This is your Owen, I guess, from Jurassic World. You get all these pieces. You get to look at this in case you ask me, can you send me the directions or somehow or another, blah, blah, blah. Here they are. Just freeze your screen and have at it. Here's 5 through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's getting, the trees are now covering the sun, so we're gonna start seeing a lot more glare from the singular light to my left and the one bar of lights behind me. So I do like how these have the little mixel joints. All right, steps 23, yeah, and 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Nope, there's no 36. All right, so I forgot to take a picture of the built thing last time, so great, that turned out great. And I'm like, I'll just try to remember this time not to break it down before I actually take a picture of it for the thumbnail. Because finding anything like this online, yeah, right. This is, again, one of the smaller kits. It's only 85 pieces. Now, if you've actually bought one of these at Five Below for $5 or whatever, let me know in the comments if it's the same. Did it come with the little Owen figure or whatever you want to call him? Because I know that so far the BlockTech laser blocks that I bought at the Five Below do not have figures. But the other things, like the ride-ons or whatever, they always have figures because they're ride-ons. All right, starting off with step number 1, we pick up this piece and we need to center a 2x2. And then on top of it, we're going to put 2 of these little mixel joints that are 1x2 with the ball joints on the side. Here's the other one, and then you're going to sandwich that with another orange on top of it. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have one longer piece with the 2x3 on one side, like this. Snap it on. And then the 2x2 on the other side. I just thought about it. There's going to be fireworks going off soon. And then on the next step, number 4, you're going to sandwich this. That piece right there we need to put on the end, which will probably be either for the head or the tails. I'm guessing the tail. All right, right here we need to put a 1x2, this color, smoke. And then 2 handlebar pieces, which are, they look like little crossing guard. The first time I ever saw these were crossing guards. I think they've also used them for like frying pans and handlebars for motorcycles. So I need another one of those. And they're going to use the binoculars for hands, I can tell, for the dinosaur paws. That's kind of a common build for some weird reason. All right, I need one more handlebars. Here it is, way over here. Found it. All right, this is step number 4. Step number 5, let me just put him in the basket right there. Step number 5, whew, we got a lot of things for step number 5. First off, we're going to be building everything under this. So we got this piece right here. There is going to be a piece going up like this on the very end, a 2x1 in the middle of this, and then another one is ball joints that I've already used 3 of, right here. All right, after you build this, it's going to go somewhere up here. So let me double check. Okay, right here. So it's going to go right there. And then we're going to put this and this together. And we're going to stick it. You're going to turn this 180 degrees. If I say we're going to stick it on the other one, how? Right here. And then the front of this, we're going to take 2 of these and call me in the morning and stick them together. And of course, you're going to slope. If I can find the slope. I probably should have put a different color plate down, but that green is a little dark. So it just these pieces blend in too darkly. All right, there's this piece, and then we're going to once again turn it 180 for step number 8. And here we're going to be putting those slope down pieces, the rounding down pieces, this on top of one of these, and another one to pair up with it right over here. So I'm guessing this is like the back of the dinosaur or something. And it's going to go in that piece right there like that. All right, that's step number 9 is to stare at it. Okay, and then step number 10, I don't know, sometimes they don't have anything to do with the steps, you just look at it, I guess, to stop and inspect it. Step number 10, we're making quite a few pieces here. We need this piece and let me look at how it needs to be done. We're going to turn it this way. On the bottom, we're going to put the orange piece like this. I'm guessing these are the legs. And we're going to put just a flat stub nose round down piece, kind of like these vampire teeth I keep seeing. This piece, nope, that's a going up piece. I need the opposite of this piece. Here it is. And then on the bottom, we need to put a 1x1, if I can figure out where it is. Just a simple 1x1 is all I need, right over here. Try to use plates that are contrasting in colors if you're using the plate method like I do. I didn't think ahead on this one. All right, so that's one thing. That's step number 10. I'm going to lay it to the side because we're just going to plug it into the next thing. For step number, we're building the tail, I can tell, because it's not going anywhere. We're using another one of these pieces. So the same piece, orange on the bottom, and then this one is just flat on the top. So it's going to go like this. And step number 12, we're going to build the very tip of the tail, I suppose. There's going to be a dead end one like this. Smoke on the top, fire in the sky. And it's going to go like that. So we got lots of mixel joints here, which is great because I love using mixel joints when I'm building mechs. All right, the tail goes on this end. So I'll tell you right now, because I figured already ahead of time, these are definitely going to be the arms because the T-Rex got those little teeny tiny arms, so it's probably just going to be like not much there. All right. See if I can flip the page without flipping too many pages. All right, stick it to the side. We're going to build the leg now. ZZ Top, play that song. She's got legs. All right, so we got this piece and this piece. I can get it to go on there, and then just a simple 2x1 go on the bottom to beef it up. All right, and then we're going to use the binoculars. And the binoculars are going to marry with this thing right here. This is step 16. And then we're going to put the little claws in the binoculars because, you know, they only had 2 claws. All right, like that. And that will go out front of this. And now we're going to build the upper part of the leg. Now I'm going to set this to the side because this is going to be kind of complicated. All right, I'm just getting a good look at it now. All right, so we are going to use a go 3 piece because I was like, how is that coming out of there? This piece, and on top of it, you're going to put a 2x2. On the bottom, you're going to fill in with just a simple 1x2, like this. See? And then, all right, I'm trying to figure this out. There's a lot of pieces here. We got 2 different vampire fangs, or wolf teeth, or whatever. One of them goes right here, and it appears the other one's going to be the inverse of it. So right here, and then a simple flat top right there. Let me double check this. Oops. All right, inspection done. Okay, so that's going to marry to this piece right here, and that is going to be his left leg, like that right there. See it? All right. Step 20, we're basically making the inverse of that. This piece, this goes on the bottom, of course, and that piece that basically is going to grab his toes goes on the top. And we're going to use those binoculars again, and I like these pieces for other things, but oh well. We're going to just simply stick the binoculars on these. I like to put them on this first before I get the claws on there. Like that. And then you can put the little claws on. I didn't put that all the way in. There we go. All right, I'm gonna set that to the side while I try to build the inverse of what I was just building. So this is gonna go on the top. The go through is gonna go right here. We need a simple 1x1 on the bottom, just as filler, like this. And then on top is gonna go a 2x1 flat, like smooth top. And then the vampire things are just gonna come in like this on both sides of it. Now these pieces right here are really useful if you're making spaceships or robots that have more of a sleek look to them. All right, then this is gonna go over here. Then it's going to become the right leg, like that. So we got our two legs. Okay. All right, so we got step number, that was just 23 as a look at it, 24, put it on there. All right, step number 25, we're going to actually start building out his neck. To do that, we're going to need the go-through piece like this. On the bottom, we're just going to fill it in with a simple 1x2. And then we're going to put two of these, I like to call them shingle pieces or just slope down pieces to make like a scaly look to it. Making it more dinosaur-like, more dragon-like, which technically is the same thing. All right, stick this right here. Plug it in, plug it in. All right, right here you can use this piece, and yeah, I thought this was a big piece, but it's just you're gonna use this little piece right here, the female coupler for the ball joint, and a single 1x2 just to fill it in right here. All right, we're building the head. All right, so the next thing you're gonna do is the little red eyes are gonna go in here. I use the round circles. Behind it, you're just gonna use another 2x1, simple 2x1. All right, here's where it gets a little more complicated. We're gonna use this piece, which I've never known what that was exactly called. I just remember it came first on those, I first remember it on those knights. Like these were also part of the knights. The big Build-A-Figure knights. So there's the front of the dragon's head. It says T-Rex, but let's be honest, I don't remember a T-Rex having bridges, eyes like that. You're gonna flip it upside down. I guess we're building a jaw. We're gonna have to put this on top of one of these right here, like this. And we're gonna put this on the bottom, like this right here. And then we're going to put this piece and those upside down pieces I was trying to grab at first. Now we're using them right here, and it's gonna go right on top of his mouth, like that. So bow wow. Ruff, ruff. All right, so we got that piece. Before I marry it to the neck, let's make sure that we got everything else in case he's like, no, we're gonna make one more extension to the neck. Then on step 31, you turn it around. Step 32, you actually plug it in. All right, and step number 33, we're gonna build the arms. And then watch you try to make a bed, which will be funny. If I can find the hole. All right. We got these claws, got to go in there. All right, so you build like that. See it? Yeah, I really definitely should have picked like more of a white plate or something. All right, so you got a little bit of movement on the arm. It can go out or up and down. And then you're going to repeat for the other side. All right, so there is the T-Rex / dragon. See, I wonder if they made it T-Rex for Americans, but in Japan it's really, or not Japan, China is dragons. All right. You got ball joints for the legs, ball joints for the knees. Lots of great ball joints. The pieces have got good clutch. You can raise the head up, bend the tail a little bit. I definitely need to make sure I don't break this apart. There's no place for him to saddle on the back of it and ride it. He'd be like, come here, boy, come here, boy. Although he didn't really do that with the T-Rexes. All right, let's see it light up. Let's get this place lit. I don't know if anybody still says that, but see, it's a warning sign that when the T-Rex is raging, he starts flashing his light so that you know to get out of his way. All right, so what do you guys think of that actual build right there? What I'm definitely going to do with this thing is I might even take this out and put it like a, or maybe take this out, make it a saddle or a place for him to ride. Since there's a flat brick here, you know, you could probably take this out if you really want to make it a riding place. Oh, wait. Without that, this is going to slide around. Let me see if I can use this butt crack to hold it. Nope. All right, so there you go. You can get a ride on now. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching, and let me know again, like, you know, if you've ever gotten any of these. Did they actually sell this one separately before and you bought it? So there's some like weak places, like as far as the actual construction of it. But like I said, I'm not going to keep it as a T-Rex. I'm probably going to create like a, not a Megazord. I was about to say Megazord, like a mecha, like a mech design. Although I must say the head's actually one of the better heads I've ever built. Usually the heads look like crap on these things. All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a great day.